Trick Shot Tuesday. Alright, I have got a great little plan, shooting some cereal with some slingshots because our sponsor today, Magic Spoon, awesome no carb cereal, I love it. Cereal's been one of the things as I've been trying to do the keto, it's one of the hard points. You can't have anything crunchy. I use this in my yogurt for snacks, I use it for everything. Check out the link in the description below, I'll tell you more about it, how you can get it in the mail at the end of this video. But for now, it's time to build a slingshot. I want to try and rebuild my speed shooter so I can shoot some of these out of the air. Absolutely zero sugar, 11 grams of protein, and only 3 net carbs. It doesn't taste like the box, unlike other health foods, 4 different flavors. Get the variety pack, try them all. Keto friendly, gluten free, grain free, soy free, low carb, GMO free, guilt free, and they taste good to boot. Less talking, more building. So out of my whole collection of slingshots here, I think this one is my oldest. This one is one I made before alone and was my first slingshot I started practicing with, thinking might be the design I take with me on alone. And it was pine and mahogany and had tubes. But the more I read about slingshots and started watching Bill Hayes' videos and him lighting matches with slingshots, stuff like that, I found that flat bands were the way to win, and so I came up with this one here. And that's in my little display case because it's now retired. After I got back from alone, I put a longer band set on, faster band set instead of the gum rubber, which I used on alone because during that 87 days I was only allowed just so much elastics to bring with me, and gum rubber lasts the longest. It's probably one of the worst rubbers you could choose for a slingshot band, but the most long lasting. And then when I got back, I made this one and this one. Now, this one is 5 laminates of oak and mahogany with fabric in between. You can see there's like that white line right there around the edges. That's a cotton boat cloth fabric. And the big fail here was I only had half of it was laminated, so it ran right there. There was like a seam. And of course, when I got a frame hit, the first thing that broke, that's its weak point. That should have gone all the way through. If I had made it twice as thick with just these laminates like on this side, it would have lasted, I think. So this one I glued up at the same time. It's a little thinner, but the amount of laminates are actually a thicker layer that are consistent. It's got the mahogany ones running vertically, oak ones running this way, and then vertically, and then cloth, and then, you know, oak, and then mahogany, and then one last oak, and then mahogany. You see all those dings and stuff right there? Those are all fork hits due to the speed shooting, and that's where it broke right here. The band's pulling over the top right here, and all that speed shooting meant that I'm snapping off shots and they kept hitting the fork, and after 2 years of abuse, she finally snapped off. So I got some of this pre-laminated micarta stuff off of Amazon, which is super indestructible. It's the same thickness as this. I think it's like 1/2 inch or 3/8. Let's go rebuild this guy and have some fun shooting it. love it. That turned out so nice. I didn't take the sanding nearly as far as I was, you know, would have been nice. I wanted to get out and shoot. So there's some little scratches maybe from the 150 still, but it's pretty darn sharp. And that was just some linseed oil mix that I oiled it up with so it could be in action immediately. I got my tube set, and this is kangaroo leather pouch right there that I laminated 2 together. So I just used spray contact cement and made it double thick so that way it springs back open a little bit more and it helps with my speed shooting. So I'm gonna take some practice shots, whack some cans out of there, and I even found that I had enough extra time. I made a little holster. That turned out pretty good. So let's see if we can't get her sighted in, and then I'll be able to take some shots at something smaller like the cereal. Start out with some cans though first, I think. And when I'm shooting that stuff out of the air, I have this little pouch here, and these are little blue. You can get them on Amazon, and there's blue clay balls. I think the paint like helps them to last a little longer so they don't absorb and then break down in your before you purchase them, kind of thing. But they have just rammed earth clay balls on Amazon all over the place. I'll put a link in the description below if you want them. They work great for something you're just gonna waste and throw into the yard, and they don't travel as far. So, you know, there's a road way over there. With my better slingshot, I could probably put one all the way through the woods and up and over past grandmother's house and hit the road. But with these, they barely make it to the trees, you know, 40 feet away after shooting them. So perfect for something like this in the backyard. Lost all my good slingshot shooting employees. I gotta find a new buddy. I can draw and shoot, but since I'm trying to sight it in, I got the ammo pinched right there, slingshot pinched with my pinky. I throw the can up, and then I seat the slingshot in my hand and take my shot, hit the can. Let's see if I can get it first try. First try, but it wasn't very far off. See if we can get a couple in a row. Ooh, that felt good. I wasn't sure. I've been shooting slingshots with shorter frames and shooting a lot more like this, up around, my hands around the top of the frame instead of seated back. A slingshot like this, when you do a snap-off shot, the way I do with my speed shooting, it actually gives you a little bit more power, a little more, I don't know. But I was wondering if I'd actually be able to hit anything. I'm really liking the feel of it already. It just seats in the hand because of that little dimple there for that finger. And right here on this side, it seats in the hand so quickly and so nice. I can go from having it in this finger, throw the can, boom, whack. That oh, I'm so psyched. That turned out so good.
Welcome to the machine.
It certainly does. Oh! That's just like, that's amazing. 2 in a row with like a slingshot. This should be foreign to me, but my hand just knows where to go. This was originally, I mean, it was designed, I put my hand on a piece of wood and I like grabbed onto it and made the marks and made the cut, so it's like designed to fit perfectly into my hand. Threw myself off by stopping to talk. Oh, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for smaller targets. Somehow I feel like these are gonna be a harder target than not, just because they're so light. I'm trying to throw them up, but we'll see. Give it a fair shake. It's actually, sometimes, I wouldn't say easier than a can, but with a can you can lose your focus. You look too far at the entire can, just like letting your mind perceive it. Whereas something like this, you're like narrow, you're trying to look really hard at it and concentrate on it, you're more likely to hit it. That whole aim small, miss small thing. Might not even be able to see this on camera. I just pretend I hit it every time. Got it. No, I didn't. I'm lying. It's kind of what I was afraid of. It's so light, it's hard to throw. Oh, that high. Oh! I got it. Third try. That wasn't that far off. That was only like 5 feet off the tip of the slingshot, but ah, 2 of them. Ah, 2 of them. Did you see that? He's my witness. If the camera doesn't show it. Oh,
Hit the pole.
yeah. There's cereal in my eye.
Oh, yeah.
Oh! Oh! Smoked another one. Is that 2 in a row? 3 in a row. Okay, that was only like 3 feet away from me, but
Counts it.
yeah, I'm counting it. Bird drops out of the air. Gotta go faster. Yes! That was close. It was like just before it hit the ground. Let's see if we get 2 in a row. I can't stop. That's my one rule of slingshot shooting. If you hit a target that you're aiming for, you gotta go after another one. If you never miss, then you never stop shooting. It just keeps going. You always miss eventually. Oh, that was clean. Oh, wait. Time to go the distance. Do some accuracy shots. Pull one right on there. Take the sparrow back 33 feet. See if I can't whack it off the top of there. Hands are sticky. Playing with all those sodas and cereal. Ironically enough, they're all sugar free, so I guess all sweeteners are sticky. What do you think? First try? Oh, I should have put a row of toothpicks up there and let's see how many I can get in a row. That was the toothpick. Let's see if I can get one back at 50 feet. I don't think I've ever tried to shoot something this small from 50 feet. Can't even see it. Can you see it? That's far. Something I always tell myself about any shot to try to get my mental right is that the shot is always at the same distance. I let my muscle memory do everything else and adjust just naturally from long hours of practice, of years of practicing. And I picture that Cheerio, as I see it, is at my most comfortable shooting distance. Reach out and touch it. At that distance, I can see it clearly, and mentally I'm just telling myself, this is the shot, this is what I'm doing. I'm just gonna push that shot right into it from right here. And there it is. I don't know, maybe I got the toothpick. But that's it. It's like when you miss and you're having a hard time with your slingshot, just get your mental game back on. Just picture you're just pushing the slingshot, just like, and you're just pushing your target over. You're focused on the exact point that you're gonna push it over at, and you're just reaching out and push that target down, knock it down. Whatever distance, just push it over, and you got your shot. This guy, I'm gonna have to come up with a name for the slingshot. I don't think I ever named it before when I had built it the first time. And I think I'm quite a bit more accurate with this than I am with the Hornet, which I shoot like this over the top with my fingers at the top here, whereas I shoot this down here. And even the Scout LT, and that's what made me think of switching back to this, is the Scout LT, because you brace down below, and that top bit of forks and whipping shots for knocking stuff out of the air. It really works awesome. So if you got a name for me, leave in the comments below. I'm not sure what to call this. You know, I got the Sparrow, which is coming soon, and I have the Hornet. Now we need something like this. Well, that was seriously a fun time. I love small targets. It makes it so satisfying when you nail one. A fun time with our sponsor, a killer cereal for a serial killer. It sounded better in my head before I said it. This is all lockdown pizza right here that it goes right to my hips. But with the Magic Spoon cereal, you can have something in the morning that gives you that crunch, or when I use it in my dessert at night for my yogurt, I put it in there, it gives you a little bit of more, it's like having a good ice cream, you know? It comes in 4 flavors. You got your Fruit Loop flavor, you got your blueberry, that's a good main flavor right there, you got your chocolate, and you got your vanilla. Special thanks to Magic Spoon for sponsoring this video. Check out the link in the description below for them, where you can get your cereal, use the code Fowler and get free shipping. Get your cereal today in the mail, and enjoy your crunch and lose weight at the same time while doing it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Fowler out. What do you think of your cereal?
Good, good, good. And if you mix it, it turns into chocolate milk.
Chocolate vanilla milk?
Mm-hmm.
It's good?
It's good.
Kids tested, parents approve.